Welcome back. I'm Laura.
I'm Megan.
And you're listening to or watching today's episode of The Express Compressed.
If you missed last week, why?
Shame on you.
But we talked to city planner Abby Roberts, and we talked about energy drinks and action movie franchises. So if you're into that stuff, you should probably go back and watch it. Dear Annie touched on our personal burnout, which was, really hit home for all of us, I think.
Very realistic. I attacked us a little bit on that one. I personally
And
attacked
the majority
the two of us.
of everybody listening.
Oh yeah, for sure the majority of everyone, but I knew when I picked that one out that I was attacking the two of us. So
we did fix our crazy lighting, so
Yeah.
hopefully this is what you're seeing is the way it's going to stay for a while. But last week's episode, if you want to see something insane and watch it, the lighting goes in and out, and it's a whole thing. But we have fixed it, and I think this is the way it's going to be now.
Hopefully, yeah. If anything, it'll only get better, but like we're not going to go backwards to
Right.
what we had before.
Yes.
It's the key.
Yes. Also, bear with me this week because I have a cold. So
Yeah, she's
Sorry,
toughing it
I
out. We're
sound
really proud of her.
silly.
All right, as always, we're starting off with our hot topics. And this week, because Megan made an oopsies last week,
Sorry.
which I'm not going to fully blame her. I'm going to blame me a little bit. We had to change our schedule, so.
You can blame me.
Megan, stop being such a martyr. It's okay. We
Hmm.
did. I had a busy schedule last week, folks, and we had to schedule like the recording on a different day, and it was earlier. So like Megan was doing what Megan normally does. I threw a wrench in the system. Stop blaming yourself. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on this, Megan. Anyway, because of that oopsies, we have 4 hot topics to discuss this week.
See, it worked out for you.
It worked out for you guys. It kind of worked out for us because you
Yeah.
know we like to yap about hot topics
Yes.
anyway. So it will
Sure.
a net positive overall.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, but Megan did say she's gonna try to do better in the future.
I will do better, probably.
Yeah, I think you're gonna definitely do better. It's more
I'm
that
definitely gonna do it again, but
it's fine. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. Famous quote.
Famous quote from Hannah Montana. Anyway, let's kick it off with the hot topic that was missed on last week's episode. This one I'm excited about. Megan's excited about. As people who are in the media, the first question is, how do you prefer to consume media? And I am so happy to see that reading got 7 votes and is the winner this week.
Mhm.
And that was followed by listening and watching, both receiving 4 votes. Now, mind you, we obviously here at the Express give you a couple of different options for
Yes.
how you want to consume things.
But you know what we have for you readers? We got a whole paper. We
Whole
are a
paper.
newspaper, and you can read it, and you can get the print version and get that ink all over your hands and the
Mhm.
smell of it.
Mhm.
Or if you don't want to do that, then you can subscribe online and read it on an app, or you can go to lockhaven.com.
We love lockhaven.com, guys. Even if you don't remember that, if you just Google Lockhaven, lockhaven.com,
It's gonna pop
it's going to
up.
be there.
Anything
always
you
there for
Google
you.
with Lockhaven, you're gonna find us.
We're always there.
there.
We're always there. We're always there. Don't worry.
That's our new slogan.
We're always, instead of not only a newspaper community asset, we're always there.
With like the eyeball emoji.
The 2 eye emoji, we're always there. Honestly, that's on so many different levels. I don't hate that. I think we need to discuss this further.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, we do have a physical print edition 6 days out of the week, and all of that exists on lockhaven.com. And that doesn't really go away. I mean, I'm sure eventually our website kind of 404s it eventually, but I don't know when it does.
I don't
never
think
done
so.
that.
Sometimes when people come in and they're looking for something from the past. Fun fact, if you are looking for archives, the Ross Library has them.
They're very
Um,
helpful with us for that.
For, like, the 80s.
80s to the 1900s. They have a lot of good stuff.
Right. So, sometimes when people come in and I'm looking
Mhm.
for a story, I'll just Google what they're telling me with Lockhaven.
It does work. Yeah, it really does, honestly. And we do have we go back to our website, I think, goes back to at least like the mid 2000s maybe, or at least
The
2010.
creation of the internet.
The creation of the internet for all you young people out there that don't know. Just kidding. No, it does go back rather far.
Yeah.
And so you can find a lot on there on wait for it. Lockhaven.com. We're gonna keep plugging that. We plug that in this podcast all the time, but like this feels like the perfect time to especially. And as you're listening or watching right now, we have the podcast, which also goes over news. As long as you stick around for that. And I hope, as the managing editor of the newsroom, I do hope you stick around for the news segment as well, because I do work very hard on that, and so does my staff.
Here. We are here for the news.
We're here for the news. Megan's here for advertising too, but like that's beside the point.
Honestly, most days I'm just here.
She's just here. Well, you're general manager. You get to you get to do all over. You get to do things all over the place. It's fine.
Shut up.
It's fine. Anyway, I was slightly surprised reading one out, but I'm very excited about it. Not only my newspaper, because of course I read my newspaper, but I also like to just read in general, books and everything. I like reading a good book every now and then. I would say for me, it goes reading and then watching, and it's because I sometimes want to use my imagination while reading a book, and then if I don't want to, then I'll just watch it instead.
I don't like listening. I mean, reading and watching are my favorites too. Okay. I'm not a big fan of listening, except just for like to music.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not like a books on tape person, or like I like my podcasts to be videos.
That was such a boomer thing to say.
I am probably a boomer trapped in a millennial's body.
Well, that's just because you got boomer parents.
Yeah, but my boomer parents are cool boomers.
Are they? Your mom's cool. I don't know much. Well, your dad does.
My dad plays the accordion.
I would say your dad plays the accordion. He is super cool, actually.
That's
Never
a pretty
mind.
Cool thing
Never mind. Apologies to Megan's dad there for a hot minute. I know your mom more than I know your dad, which is why I'm like, I know Kathy's cool.
Yes, that's true.
But I was like, I can't speak to your. But then the accordion. I mean, the man can just casually just bust out an accordion and play it just because. And didn't you say he like learns via like he?
Yeah, he can't read music. He learned everything by ear, and like now we're really on a tangent. But now when he learns new songs, he like listens to them on YouTube, and that's how he learns them. He just listens to them.
Yeah, which is kind of
and then
very
picks
cool.
it up, and there you go. There's the accordion. Just play the song.
Do you think you could play the accordion like that if you tried? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if it could be genetic.
I played the clarinet.
Well, there you go.
I couldn't do that again if you asked me.
Fair enough. Anyway, tangent over. I'm just very excited that 7 of you picked reading, and I hope that you guys do it. Even if it's not every day, I hope you read The Express at lockhaven.com or a physical edition. If you can.
You could read it every day if you wanted, 6 days a week.
It's true.
You could read half of Saturday, and half of Saturdays on Sunday.
You could. It's the weekender.
Anyway, what is the best flavor of Doritos is the next question that we had. And nacho cheese won with 13 votes. Cool Ranch came in second with 12 votes. Sweet Spicy Chili had 9 votes. Dill Pickle had 2 votes. And Ranch Dipped Hot Wings was added by Ryan Kane, and only Ryan said ranch.
Yeah,
dipped hot wings. I don't know what that is, Ryan.
I don't know either, but I'll be asking him because if he can tell me where I can get those, because I kind of am curious about ranch dipped hot wings.
Are they limited edition?
Yeah, like Ryan, answer us, please, right now.
Yeah.
Why are you not answering? Anyway, I picked Cool Ranch because I'm basic to the left, as I like to call it, because I don't know. I don't like the nacho cheese, mostly because of the residue that gets on your fingers.
The residue. No, nacho cheese is the best flavor. But dill pickle is the best flavor of dill pickle flavored things.
I need to try them because I've never had those ones, so I can't comment on dill pickle.
So fun fact, when Michaela was still here, we kept a bag of dill pickle Doritos in our snack drawer by our desks, and we would get them at the Dollar General, and we just always had them.
Apparently they just didn't share with me because they hate me. It's fine.
That's why.
It's fine, I guess.
And not at all because we never thought about it.
Yeah, because they never thought about me. Because I was out of sight, out of mind. They never thought maybe Laura wants to try this. She was not out of sight, out of mind. I was totally out of sight when I'm upstairs. I'm out of sight.
She's downstairs a lot.
Oh my god. I'm upstairs rather frequently.
I know this is shocking to literally nobody, but Laura is a certified yapper.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not even the yappiest in my family. That's the crazy part. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Who was the yappiest in your family?
Oh gosh. Probably it's a tie between my dad and my one uncle, because my uncle does this thing when he visits, particularly at my sister's house because they're neighbors, where he will, be like, he'll be chatting, sitting on the couch, he'll get up and say he's got to go, and he takes like a few steps, stops, and then he gets into another tangent, and then he'll sit down on that other part of the couch. And then he'll, yap for a while, and then he'll be like, all right, I better get going.
He just moves?
Yeah, he slowly moves until he's finally standing at the door. Then he'll yap at the door for a while, and then he'll go, all right, I gotta get going. He does that pretty frequently.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, he's probably the yappiest, but my father can be pretty yappy. And my sister. I'm calling you out on that, Emily. You can too. And she knows it. She gets it. We all know what we're about here.
Yeah.
And it serves me well.
I was always told I was yappy, and then I met Laura, and I was like, I'm not yappy, I don't think.
Oh, you can be yappy too. Don't worry. Not to my level, but It takes skill. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't even remember where we were.
We could just go to the next hot topic.
Let's just go to the next hot topic. I will say before we go to the next one, I did love seeing just how many people were passionate about Dorito flavors.
Yeah, you guys love Doritos.
You guys really love
Valid,
Doritos.
honestly.
It's valid, and I wish you guys please bring this energy to the other hot topics
Wait,
as well.
before we move on, I do want to make a note that Doritos, like when you're talking about chips are really expensive these days.
Yeah.
Like $7 a bag, and they're like half filled. Doritos are not. So
no.
kudos Doritos for
Mhm.
keeping your prices. I
Mhm.
mean, they're still like mid, but okay.
Yeah, no, they definitely do pack a lot of Doritos
Yeah.
in there, which is nice. I agree with you on that. I agree. Now the next hot topic is what is the best cheesy snack? Cheez-Its won this with 8 votes, followed by Goldfish with 4 votes. Cheetos got 1 vote, and my sister Emily put Wales on this. And she also texted me to say, I noticed that you forgot Wales on your poll. Don't worry, I added it.
I did not forget it. I specifically left it off to see if anybody would add it. Whales are my favorite cheesy snack.
Megan's out here playing mind games with you. Like, who's gonna do this?
I didn't know if they were like any in the realm of like people's favorites. I didn't know if anybody had had that as their favorite. So thank you, Emily, for agreeing with me. I have hot takes on. That's the whole point of this. I have hot takes on the cheesy snacks.
Hot takes on the hot topics.
Cheez-Its are the best cheesy snack. Like Whales are my favorite, but I think Cheez-Its are like universally the best. I think that goldfish are flavorless and the worst, and I'm surprised that 4 people voted for them because they are like a toddler snack in my mind.
It's not the snack that smiles back.
Maybe
that's what people like about it.
I don't think
smiles.
First of all,
goldfish.
Sometimes they don't have smiles on them because the quality is getting worse.
I love
They're
that you
just
have
like a silhouette of fish.
I do love that you have such an intense take. Please continue on your.
So, but they're like kind of flavorless, and I think that Whales are the same exact thing as goldfish, except for they're saltier. They're like extra coated in salt, and that's what makes them good.
She likes the salt.
So I like the salt.
I guess so. Apparently, I mean, I did not have as intense of thoughts about this. I would say Whales are good. If I don't say that, gun to my head, my sister is going to be very upset with me about that. But I would pick Cheez-Its second, but specifically the white cheddar Cheez-Its. I love the white cheddar.
The white cheddar Cheez-Its are very good.
They're very good. They're my favorite. They're the only one I'm willing to get the residue because they do have that little cheesy residue on the outside, and I'm willing to put up with that for those guys. I may have to go buy white cheddar Cheez-Its.
They're very, very like the white cheddar are very cheesy.
They are, and
why?
I don't know. That? I don't know. I just know I love it, and I'm here for it. Cheez-It, why? Answer us. Chat, do you know why Cheez-It is so cheap?
I like the cheddar jack Cheez-Its, and they're not as residue.
No, not as residuey.
It's weird.
Interesting.
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
So our next hot topic was what is the best movie theater candy? And we had Swedish Fish winning with 7 votes. Junior Mints was added by Carolyn Shade, and that had 3 votes. Crunch-a-Bunch was added by our own Raven, and that had 2 votes. M&M's had 1 vote, and shockingly, Whoppers had no votes.
Whoppers are terrible. It's true though. They are not. I don't understand why people like. I mean, if you like Whoppers, I guess that's your thing. But I don't know anybody that actually likes Whoppers. Like that's their go-to personally. No, I go for Gobstoppers. I did not add it to this list, but
that's a good one because they last through the whole movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I do it because I'll just dump them in my popcorn bowl, too, and then like at the start I will eat down my popcorn because I always do that through the previews, and then I just dump them into the container, and then that way I don't have to worry about shuffling around.
Wait, like the popcorn's gone, or you're mixing?
It's not all gone. I mix it, and then I eat the popcorn down to the Gobstoppers, or I'll grab a Gobstopper.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. You're not like intentionally trying to get Gobstopper flavor on your popcorn.
No. It's just mixed in. You can't. You can't do that. That's not how that works, Megan. Gosh.
I was a little concerned.
No. That sounds disgusting. No, it's just so that I don't have to like make noise in the theater while I'm trying to shuffle around.
Oh, that's a really good idea, actually. I might take that.
I'm rather considerate.
I don't like Swedish Fish very much, except for if I'm like specifically hungry for Swedish Fish. So I'm a little surprised that Swedish Fish won, and I'm a little surprised that M&M's only had 1 vote.
Yeah, That's true. I mean, so Swedish Fish, I'm not surprised having that number of votes or just having more than one, but M&M's I thought would get a few more. But I guess when you're at the movie, you can have M&M's anywhere. It doesn't always feel like a specifically movie theater snack, I
That's
suppose.
true. M&M's are like a road trip snack.
Yeah, yeah. So like they are versatile.
Yes.
So I guess that makes sense.
I think my favorite is cookie dough bites and Goobers.
Okay.
Goobers are chocolate covered peanuts because I'm an old person at heart, like I said.
You're just a boomer, actually. Deep down, it's okay. Live
Yeah.
your boomer life. I will curb your boomerness if it gets to be too much. Don't worry. I will tell you, hey, okay, boomer. And that's how you'll know. All right. Moving on, our hot topics for next week will be: do you partake in spring cleaning? What is your favorite St. Patrick's Day treat? And which do you prefer, TV shows or movies?
Laura, do you
Megan.
have a Dear Annie for us today?
I do, and I picked one out just like last week where I slightly kind of attacked us both. I'm not really attacking us with this one, but it feels like one we can talk about because we both have retired fathers.
Okay.
So that's why I picked this one. Now, my usual spiel, Dear Annie runs 6 days a week, every single day, in print and online. If you want to check out the Dear Annies, this one or any others, you can visit our website, lockhaven.com. And go to the opinions tab and then the column subsection, and all the Dear Annies are there. All right, so this one is titled From Retired Accountant to Uninvited Inspector. It says, Dear Annie, my 72-year-old father retired from his accounting job 2 years ago and appointed himself Director of Operations of my household. He lives 15 minutes away and stops by unannounced at least 3 times a week. He's reorganized my garage. Your shelving system was illogical. Corrected how my kids load the dishwasher, and replaced the batteries in our smoke detectors without asking. Last week, I came home to find he had trimmed our hedges because they were inviting rodents. He insists he's just helping. My wife is annoyed but tries to stay polite. He's widowed, restless, and clearly lonely, but I feel like I'm being inspected. How do I rein him in without breaking his heart? Signed, Feeling Audited.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, I feel for the guy because widowed, lonely.
Yeah.
And also there are people, not me, could not be me, but there are people who, like, retirement is not really their...
Yeah, they're not
like, they're bored and they just, they need, like, stimulation.
Yeah, they need to do something. They need to keep busy.
This guy's clearly one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he should volunteer somewhere.
Yeah, I think
he should be a handyman for, like, the masses.
Yeah, I think he just needs to find a niche. Like, it's okay to help. I'm sure that, like, the son and his wife would be fine if he helped every now and then. But, like, I don't know. And the thing is, I don't know if this appointed himself Director of Operations of his household is, like, the dad actually called himself that,
I'm
or
sure
if the
that's
son
just
is.
them, like, although if the dad actually called himself that.
I don't know. I don't know, and I find that really interesting. Speaking as somebody whose father, like, retired literally a year ago now, actually, almost, because his birthday was just a few days ago. Happy birthday to my father, by the way.
Happy birthday.
He's not going to see this. He doesn't know how this works, but, whatever. Anyway. There was a period of time where he was extremely bored and had to figure out what to do with, like, his freedom because he didn't, like, know, and I would get phone calls. We all would get phone calls on and off because he was bored.
Okay.
He didn't just show up to my house or anything, though. Mostly because he doesn't want to leave his own house if he can help it. He's like, you come to me. But I understand the whole restlessness thing because you go from being busy to not. I'm impressed that apparently this was 2 years ago. Like, see, my father is kind of settled into a routine. He has a dog that he takes care of now. He has his little tasks. My mom keeps him a list. Now, granted, that's the difference. He's widowed versus my dad who has my mom. So it's a little bit different in that sense. But I don't know. I feel like I'm surprised that for 2 years this has been going on and he hasn't on his own found something else to do.
So I have 2 questions. I don't think it's, like, inherently bad that this is happening, but if it's going to happen and they're noticing that it's just, like, no matter what they do, he's going to keep doing this, they should make him, like, a honeydew list, right?
Ooh,
like, here are the things, like the smoke detector thing you said.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I want somebody to come change my smoke detectors.
Yeah,
please,
no, that's
by
not
all
bad.
means. So, like, if they notice that there's things around the house that need done, just, like, keep a running list of
True,
like, here's
true.
the things that you can do. Is he probably still going to do other things that are not invited? Sure.
Yeah.
But at least he's feeling like he's needed.
Yeah.
I think he just needs to feel like he's needed somewhere. If they have already told him that it's a problem and he's still doing it, then, like, that is actually a problem. And they probably should sit him down and be like, maybe volunteer, maybe
Mhm.
like, you know, sit at a coffee shop with all the other retirees.
That is true. I mean, we
It's very
know
popular.
locally that is a thing. I mean, we got the retirees that when it's nice out, sit outside in that parking spot in the McDonald's and just hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
The I don't know what they call themselves.
I don't either.
They have I think they have a name, but love that those guys just literally just sit out there. It is amazing. We love small town America like that. No, I just yeah, some of this is fine. Like even teaching the kids how to load the dishwasher and stuff is fine. The reorganizing of the garage is crazy. That's crazy because it's like now the son probably has no idea where things are because he knew where stuff was, I would assume. But either way, I do agree. I think he needs to find a way to feel useful. And Annie agrees with what we were saying. It said, your father is newly retired. Not really, it's been 2 years, but still sort of. And struggling to feel useful. His skills are needed and appreciated by many, but he needs to redirect his energy towards those who truly want it. You can help steer him in the right direction, volunteering tax prep, because he was an accountant.
That's a good one.
Serving on community boards, mentoring small business owners. You're not rejecting your father, you're protecting your home. And that is true. At the point at which his wife is kind of a little bit irritated by it, like I can see why she would kind of be like, hey, can he do something else? And as somebody who's on community boards, I can tell you they exist and they always need help. So like,
yeah,
sir, you get your father on a board. He's an accountant, treasurers.
And if he's done with the accounting thing and he just wants to use his hands, because that's also a thing, like maybe this is his hobby to be like a handyman, then volunteer those services, or I mean go a step further and like actually have like a little handyman business.
Yeah, either have a handyman business or if you just want to do stuff, I mean get a shed. My grandfather had his little tinker shed where he would just go do little things and projects and stuff in his backyard, and like he just kind of did random things. Now granted that he also the one time left his heater running all winter long in there, and I'm like, how it didn't blow up, I don't know. But he survived. It was fine, but still
don't do that, though.
No, don't do that. I don't know how he and my grandmother made choices that I don't know how they lived as long as they did. It's impressive, truly. But regardless, like he had like a shed, and the thing is, he did a lot of different projects. Like he fixed things sometimes if they needed fixed, or he like whittled something. He and my mom once made a wooden spoon. My mom still has that wooden spoon.
That's really cool.
Like yeah, like it just little things to keep his hands busy. Yeah. So I feel like he almost needs that.
Yeah.
And that way, it's like he can feel useful and help with certain things, but then he can also just keep busy. Maybe he'll find a hobby in that, and woodworking or something. You never know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we're all, you, me, and Annie are all on the same page with this.
Usually are.
We usually are. That is true. Sometimes not.
All right. Now it is time for a word from our quick sponsor.
Breakfast is made better with Bagel Bagel. Bagel Bagel, the name's so nice you say it twice, offers a wide range of flavors from sweet to savory, all aimed to hit the spot. If you can't stop by Avenue 209 to enjoy a delicious baked good, don't fret. Bagel Bagel also offers a breakfast club subscription along with monthly specials and pre-orders. Hosting a big event, they've got you covered with the Big Breakfast Box featuring 24 sliced bagels, 2 pounds of cream cheese, knives, and napkins. Owner Nate makes these bagels fresh daily at Avenue. Bagels are always available to order anytime via Bagel Bagel social media or email.
Let's jump into this week's news that you should know about. Megan?
From Tuesday through today, the Express has run our annual Progress editions, showcasing a large number of area businesses, nonprofits, schools, and more. Each business had the opportunity to talk about their accomplishments, tell you what makes them unique and perfect for your needs, many falling within this year's theme, Pursuing Happiness. Each of these businesses also took out display advertising, which is featured in our print editions. To read all of these articles, you can visit our website, blockhaven.com. Simply click the News tab and then the Progress subsection.
The new Bellefonte Elementary School may soon get a new playground to match if the school board goes forward with a proposal at its next meeting. The $575,000 plan would allow for installation in time for the start of the upcoming school year. A playground for the elementary school's special needs students may not be ready for the first day, however, as the district weighs whether it can include a wheelchair-accessible swing amid cost challenges. To meet the design company's 12-week lead time and ensure the playground is installed on schedule, the proposal is set for a vote at the school board's March 17th meeting.
With mixed public reaction at its meeting last week, the Lamar Township supervisors said it would take into consideration a requested amendment to its solar ordinance. The proposal, put forth by Justin Stewart and Daniel Dotterer, centers on a 5-megawatt solar project on approximately 25 acres along Bell Springs Road with sheep grazing and hay production. The site would connect to existing 3-phase power lines feeding into a substation in Mackeyville.
The third annual Friesen for a Reason was held on February 28th at Haywoods on the Green in Baldigal Township. The event, hosted by Precise for Paws Inc., brought together participants and spectators for a day of community sport and friendly competition. Hold on, fellas. Let me try that again. The event, hosted by Precise for Paws Inc., brought together participants and spectators for a day of community support and friendly competition. We got there. Despite sunny skies and temperatures reaching the 60s, participants stepped into icy waters in support of the organization's mission. This year's plunge produced record-breaking times, with participants lasting 36 minutes and 26 seconds in the water.
Wow.
Yeah.
So those are your headlines for the week. But Laura, news in 60 seconds. Let's go.
Bald Eagle Nittany Valley Kiwanis welcomes new members, makes Jared boxes, and more. Local conference on teens in crisis set for March 26th. Geisinger to pay $450,000 in EEOC disability and retaliation lawsuit. Center works to preserve housing affordability. PA high school students weigh in on state policies for AI use following new tools. Community petitions BASD to reinstate track coach. Hundreds hear property plan for former Lycoming Mall.
To read about these stories and more, you can find them where? On lockhaven.com.
Lockhaven.com.
All right, it's time for a word from our other sponsor, Avenue 209.
Spring is right around the corner, and just like any other time of year, Avenue 209 is here to help you with all your caffeination needs. This month, the shop is offering 3 March Madness flavors, Oreo Shamrock, Cherry Brown Sugar, and Baklava, to titillate your taste buds. Not flavors you're into? Don't worry. The helpful baristas at Avenue are always happy to help you find your perfect flavor of iced or hot beverages. Outside of coffee, the shop also features iced or hot teas in a variety of flavors, made-to-order breakfast sandwiches, bagel products, and more. On the go? Don't worry. Avenue 209 also offers mobile ordering. So Megan, what is up in the pop culture world?
Some fun stuff. Not so fun.
I was gonna say, is it
Sorry, I had listed it in the wrong order. But Britney Spears got arrested for DUI in California, so.
I mean,
Poor
personally, I feel like we just need to leave her alone. Okay, she made a mistake. Fine. Why do we need to, leave her alone?
I honestly didn't know that she was driving.
Yeah, I mean, I could believe she is, because I think once she got out of that conservatorship or whatever, she
Yeah.
was able to, actually get a license and stuff. But,
Yeah, but she's so, under the radar. You know?
Yeah. And I like that
Which
she's
is where
under
she
the-
should be. She should be.
Oh, yeah, and that's the thing. This is the first time I've heard anything about her and of course it's this.
And you know the other thing about Britney is I feel like all the publicity she gets is negative,
Mhm.
and nobody focuses on her positive things. And there's probably a ton of positive things that have happened, and nobody's paying attention to. Why? Can we cut Britney a break?
We really should. I think in general it's just she is an artist that defined pop girls
Yes.
in the 2000s. She is a defining feature, and a lot of artists even today still mimic her.
Nothing says pop like a red spandex suit.
Yeah, a red spandex suit,
And
a
straight,
boa constrictor,
and a boa constrictor.
I mean, she was the moment and is the moment still, and I just feel like we need to
love
leave her
Britney.
alone. We love Britney Spears, and I think she needs to be left alone. She was a victim of the 2000s and tabloid media being too obsessive with these poor young women, and
Yeah.
you add the expectations for body image and the sexualization of her at a young age too.
Yeah.
Which is a whole separate thing we're not going to get into, but just poor Britney, leave her alone, please. I'm going to sound like that one Vine or whatever of leave her alone, but it's true. Leave her alone.
I hope she's okay.
Me too.
How's that? Is Jim Carrey a clone?
No. I'm immediately saying no. I've seen this, and no. Leave the man alone. He's just aging.
Imagine aging.
And people think you're a clone.
And thinking that you're doing something good to your face and getting work done or whatever.
Yeah.
And the whole world is that's not real.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar to the whole Avril Lavigne thing of being a clone or whatever.
Just so humiliating, and I feel for him.
Yeah, leave Jim Carrey again. Just like Britney.
He
leave
literally
Jim Carrey
comes
alone.
out of retirement to accept an award that is deserved, that he should. He learned French for this award show.
Yeah. And
Poor
all
man.
they can focus on is that. And then did you see the influencer that tried to say that he was Jim Carrey at the
Yes.
red carpet?
Yes.
It's not even a clone thing. This guy's
A makeup artist who's famous for masks, and he admitted that it was him.
Yeah. I'm just
It
like,
wasn't.
that's not true. I'm so tired of them.
Yeah, I feel bad for him,
Mhm.
and I will say I'm disappointed, Jim, that you got work done on your face when your face is like your
thing.
thing.
I mean,
Like,
he
can you still make those faces?
I'm gonna be
Don't
honest
think
with
so.
you. He doesn't look that different to
Oh,
me.
he looks very different.
I
to
don't
me.
know. Maybe I'll have to look closer. Maybe
Like,
he
very
does.
different.
Maybe he does. I'll have to look closer.
Are Zendaya and Tom Holland married?
Probably.
She debunked it. Somebody,
Did she?
I don't know who it was, but somebody on her team was like, "Oh, they were already married," and
Yeah.
like a couple days later, she was like, "We literally haven't even talked about a date."
Yeah, it was La Roche made the like comment about that. And to be honest, maybe he did that just to be silly, to be like, Zendaya, I'm just gonna be silly, goofy for you. And
They're
you get
married
to
in
deal
our
with it.
head.
I mean, honestly, she could still be lying. They're so low key, and I love that for them, that like,
true.
she might just be like, we didn't pick a date, in the sense that they're planning a ceremony, but they got married already.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And if they did, good for them.
Yeah.
I love them. That's fine.
They can do whatever they want.
Exactly.
Savannah Guthrie appeared on the Today Show this week, for the first time, a little over 30 days after her mom's disappearance. Obviously, still nothing else. No developments.
I don't understand what happened with that, and I feel so bad for her, because I just don't. It's such an odd thing to happen.
Yeah.
And like, I know she's a public figure, and I know she's like, well known, but it just feels very odd to me.
It is very odd. I think it's odd to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel really bad for her.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that it was really, really, really hard to get back to it.
Oh, absolutely.
And frankly, I probably wouldn't have. So good for
No.
her.
True. Yeah, she's much stronger than I am, that's for sure.
And Yellow Jackets is officially in production. There you go, Laura. Expected to be released at the end of this year.
Oh, I'm so excited. I need it. One, can we just point out the fact that this will be the first time in like forever for me that a show that I really, really like is actually like completing its arc? That's fair. Rewind. That's true. I mean, it's going in production, and thankfully, I will say it is one of the more popular ones for Paramount, and they're finishing it up. So, like, I know they talked about it being 5 seasons, but I think 4 seasons is enough. I think that the timelines are reaching its end, and we need to wrap things up. I think if they went past 4 seasons, it would be kind of too much to me. And I'm just very excited to see. I mean, we were literally talking before we started the recording with our producer Juno about our theories of what we think is going to happen, and I have many, but I'm also just going into it kind of like open-minded for things, so I don't want to expect anything in particular.
I'm going in open-minded.
Yeah.
I can see so many different things happen.
Oh yeah, there's way too many ideas, and I love that about this series and how it's so vague about certain things. Like, I know there's some people that don't like vagueness. They want things to be a little bit more cut and dry, but I like when you can kind of interpret things and you don't know what's happening entirely. And I'm the only thing I kind of expect for the most part is that it's going to flow together in a way that all those other things kind of make sense. Maybe not everything, but like a lot of these little things that we might have questions about or be confused about suddenly thread together in a way that you're like, oh, okay, that's where they were leading this, because that's what it feels like they're doing to some extent. But yeah, no, I am so excited for it, and we will be talking about this again at some point.
If you don't watch it, you should watch it.
Oh, absolutely.
Otherwise, I'm sorry, because it will come up. It's like Laura's favorite thing in the world.
It is. And Megan watches it with her husband, so like this is something that
I
the
also
both of us
love
have seen.
it,
Yeah, she not as much as me though.
You know.
I do have an obsession with it. It's just the storytelling, it's an original concept. Mostly, I mean, obviously it's based on like real events, but like it is an original story itself, so it's not like
it's loosely based on real events.
loosely, but it's still the fact that they based it on stuff and everything. And I find it interesting. The actors that they picked for both their teen timeline and adult timeline are great. I mean, most of the adult timeline ones are like icons from the 90s. And I did see they got Molly Ringwald too.
Yeah.
For
I sure did see that.
Yeah, I saw that. And so they keep getting Melanie Linsky, Christina Ricci, like I cannot remember Nat's actress. Julie.
I don't know her from anything.
My gosh. I know her from stuff because she was in like in the 80s in particular. I know she was the daughter in one of the National Lampoon's movies, because the daughter kept changing out, but I know she was one in that. Like, they pick out a lot of cool people for this. Yeah. Juliette Lewis.
Saw her.
Her name's Juliette Lewis. Yeah, no, Juliette Lewis. Like, they pick a lot of cool icons for it. It's kind of, I like that it's kind of on the nose of the fact that like they have their 90s timeline and they pick all these like 90s actresses. And oh gosh,
Sorry, I have to keep talking. I need
you're
water.
fine. That's fine. No, I'm just very excited to see where it all ends up. I'm really excited about the whole Molly Ringwald thing because I'm just intrigued that they're going to do something with Van's mom a little bit. I wanted to know about.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I wanted to know that dynamic a lot, so I'm intrigued. So I'm excited. Before we hit our events for the week, just a reminder that life might feel tough sometimes. We all feel that. But you are infinitely tougher. Thank you, Megan, for that lovely quote to add to this. All right, let's get into these events now.
On Saturday, March 7th, St. Luke's United Church of Christ in Flemington will be holding a soup sale from 10 a.m. to noon. Calling the church office at 570-748-5741 and leave your order on the message machine. Pleasant Gap Scout Troop 66 is having a spaghetti supper fundraiser from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Pleasant Gap American Legion. Takeout meals are also available. Call 814-404-5432 for more info. Milheim Fire Company's Amish Wedding Supper will be held from 3:30 to 7 p.m. at the fire station. Wing Night at Citizens Hook and Ladder Company in Milesburg from 5 to 7 p.m. or until sold out. Haven Performing Arts dancers will be performing at Central Mountain High School. The Oriole Church at 39 Main Road in Jersey Shore is having a spaghetti dinner from 4 to 6:30 p.m. And Penns Valley High School's spring musical Freaky Friday will be presented at 7 p.m. in the high school auditorium.
On Sunday, March 8th, KBR Bingo and More will hold a benefit for John Taylor. Doors open at 11 a.m. and bingo starts at 1 p.m. Center County Ballroom Dance will be held from 2 to 5 p.m. at Lambert Hall in Bellefonte. Cost is $10 per person and bring a snack to share.
On Monday, March 9th, Wingate Faith Church's pot pie sale will be at 4 p.m. until gone at the church. Pre-orders are recommended by calling 814-883-0893. Art class will be held from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at Friendship Community Library in Beach Creek. George Stefanski will be the class instructor. Class is free. Walk-ins are welcome. Class is designed for those 12 and older. Dunstown Fire Company will offer a cash bingo every Monday night at the fire station on 119 Woodward Avenue in Lock Haven. Bingo starts at 6 p.m. and all proceeds help to support the fire company's needs.
On Tuesday, March 10th, the Friends of the Bald Eagle Valley Trail will meet at 7 p.m. at the Piper Building in Lock Haven. Anyone interested in finding out more or helping with ongoing efforts is welcome to attend the meeting and to become a member. Clinton County Genealogical Society will meet at 7 p.m. in the Poorman Gallery at 352 East Water Street, Lock Haven. The Alzheimer's and Caregivers Support Group will meet from 7 to 8 p.m. at Covenant United Methodist Church, 44 West Main Street, Lock Haven. For more info or for sitter service for the March meeting, call Fran Decker at 570-748-4302 or 570-263-2084.
On Wednesday, March 11th, St. Paul Food Pantry on Nittany Valley Drive in Mill Hall will be open the second and fourth Wednesday of every month from 9 to 11 a.m. No documentation is required. Marion Township Supervisors meeting will be held at 6:30 p.m. at the Township Building in Jacksonville.
On Thursday, March 12th, Howard Area Lions Bingo will be at the Beach Creek Fire Social Hall. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and bingo starts at 6:30 p.m. Milesburg Lions Bingo is held every Thursday night at the Milesburg Community Center. Doors open at 5 p.m. and bingo starts at 6:45 p.m. Bald Eagle Nittany class of 1961 will be having their luncheon at Haywoods at 11:30 a.m. All classmates and guests are invited and encouraged to attend.
And on Friday, March 13th, Sugar Valley Lions Club Friday night cash bingo will be held at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are $25 and available at the door. Call 570-725-2148 for more information. And Old School Market, which is the former Road Elementary on East End Mountain Road in Mill Hall, is open every Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And that's a wrap on the Express Compress this week. Thanks for hanging out with us. We can't wait to do it again next week.
Until then, feel free to pick up a copy of The Express, check us out online at lockhaven.com, and follow our social medias.
You can find us under the Lock Haven Express on Facebook, the Express PA on Instagram, and follow our YouTube and TikTok accounts, both named The Express Compressed.
Until next time, I'm Megan.
And I'm Laura. XOXO, The Express.